Welcome to our presentation. Today we will talk about how Genghiskhan's empire influenced to Kazakh's land and how their division influenced our culture.
In this presentation, we will not only look at historical facts, but also explore artifacts that reveal the material achievements and the spiritual values of our ancestors. Through this source, we aim to understand more deeply how our heritage was formed and why it continues to matter today.
Between 1218 and 1224, Genghiskhan armies invaded the lands of Karahitai and Khypshak steppe and the territory of the present Kazakhstan controlled by Mongols. In 1227, Genghiskhan divided his empire into three main Ulus among his sons like Joshi, Chagatai and Ugidei.
The Joshi Ulus was one of the largest parts of the Genghiskhan's empire. It was given to his eldest son, Joshi. Joshi was born in 1187. After Genghiskhan's death, the lands allocated to Joshi evolved into a separate khanate. Under Joshi's son Batu Khan, the Golden Horde expanded significantly, conquering Kiev and Rus, parts of Eastern Europe, Volga, Bulgaria, and the Caucasus. At its zenith, the Golden Horde's territory stretched from Siberia and Central Asia westwards to the Danube River, covering enormous portions of Eastern Europe. During the reign of Uzbek Khan, the Khanate adopted Islam as the state religion and reached its cultural and political peak. The Golden Horde's internal stability did not last after 1359. The Khanate entered a period of political turmoil known as the Great Troubles. It briefly united under Tokhtamush, but was soon weakened by Timur's invasions and eventually fragmented into smaller Tatar khanates. One important symbolic moment is the Great Stand on the Uber River in 1480, which is often considered the end of Mongol domination over parts of Russia. So, the Joshi Ulus and Golden Horde left a powerful legacy, military, political, and cultural that shaped the history and identity of many peoples, including those in the territory of modern Kazakhstan.
The mausoleum of Joshi Khan is located about 50 kilometers northeast of Genghiskhan city on the right bank of the Kara-Kimger River in Kazakhstan. The mausoleum is one of the oldest and most significant architectural monuments in Kazakhstan. It is built from baked bricks, featuring a domed structure typical of medieval Central Asian architecture. The building has a rectangular base and a large dome. The main entrance is decorated with ornamental patterns made from bricks. Inside the tomb chamber holds a stone sarcophagus. According to tribal symbols preserved on the dome and walls, many tribal loyal to Joshi Khan, such as Oguz, Argun, Kipchak, Kirei, Naiman, Konrad, and Kamla, participated in constructing the mausoleum. Based on ancient customs, a mausoleum was usually built before the memorial feast of the deceased. This supports the belief that the Joshi Khan mausoleum was erected around 1228. Today, the mausoleum is a national historical monument of Kazakhstan and an important tourist and cultural heritage site, symbolizing the early statehood and unity of the Kazakh steppe tribes.
The Chagatai Ulus was founded in 1266. It was named after Chagatai, the second son of Genghis Khan. The Chagatai Ulus emerged after the division of Genghis Khan's empire and took shape across Transoxian, Jitsu and parts of East Turkestan, named for Chagatai, the second son of Genghis Khan. The Ulus formed a central link between the nomadic Mongols world and the settled civilization of Central Asia. By the mid-13th century, the Ulus controlled major cities along the Silk Road and became a crossroad for trade, culture and exchange. Caravan roads brought merchants, ideas and technologies from China to Persia and from the Eurasian steppe to the Mediterranean. Political power shifted frequently as Mongol aristocratic clans, local Turkish elites and later Timurid forces competed for control. The Chagatai Ulus combined nomadic traditions with the administrative practice of settled states. Rulers adopted Persian and Turkish language for court administration, while Mongol military and tribal structure shaped governance. Over time, religion and culture changed the Ulusus' characters. Islam spread among many of its rules and pupils, reshaping law, learning, and public life. Internal division and rising regional powers gradually fragments the Ulus. By the 4th century. The territory split into competing polities, including Mongolistan in the east of states that later fell under Timur's influence in the west. Choose changes that did not erase the Ulus legacy. Its role in linking the steppe to urban centers helped shape Central Asian demographics, trade networks, and culture exchange for centuries. Today, the history of the Shataulus explains currically chapters of Central Asia identity, art, literature, and administrative practice that evolved during its existence, influenced later empires, and left materials traced in cities, manuscripts, and place names across the region. The Shatais Ulus stands as a reminder of a dynamic era when nomads and city dwellers created a shared Eurasian world.
The Guji was one of the Mongol Uluses established in 13th century. It was given to Ugidi, the third son of Genghiskhan. Origins and the first moments as a great Khan. Ugidi was born in 1187. He was the third son from the marriage between Genghiskhan and Berkzat. Following his father's will, Ugidi was appointed Great Khan of the Mongol Empire in 1229 at the age of 43. His first decisions as Great Khan were similar to those of his father, continuing the same path. One of his earliest campaigns was to resume the unfinished conquests that Genghis had left behind after his death, the war against the Jin Empire in northern China. Together with his brother Tolu, Ugidi was able to secure allies from the Song dynasty, who also considered in the Jin their enemy. Soon after, a massive Mongol-Chinese army captured Kaifeng, the capital of Jin Empire,
ingots, and conquered coinage from Chinese and other countries. Under Ugidi, the Mongols began striking their own coins, especially in Central Asia, like Samarkand, Bukhara, Otrar, Ghazni. These were often copper or billion dirhams with inscriptions in Arabic script, since Islamic Central Asia had established monetary traditions. These coins legalized Mongol rule to Muslim subjects by using Islamic inscriptions. They also showed Ugidi's authority, banned tribal Mongols, reflecting his empire's multicultural administration. In some cases, they circulated alongside older currencies like Chinese, copper cash, showing the Mongols' flexible economic policy. And this kind of purpose, this kind of coins, made Genghiskhan rule after his death of division of Ulusus by his sons greatly influenced on Kazakhstan and provided a lot of changes. After his conquest, the land was divided among his sons, who shaped the country's politics for many years, and some cities in the south were destroyed, like Otrar and Taraz, which led to some bad consequences, but also this rule provided some benefits, like life became more focused on nomadic herding. The local tribes and the Mongols mixed together, which helped form the Kazakh people in present days, and his empire also connected Kazakhstan to trade across Asia. In addition, later the spirit of Islam grew stronger under Mongol influence, which led to some cultural development in Kazakhstan, and it was the foundation for the future developments in our culture. Also, these changes set the stage for the rise of the Kazakhstan Khanate in the 15th century. In conclusion, the division of Kazakhstan among Mongol Ulus shaped both historical and cultural changing of our history, and by this studying we deepen our understanding of these materials of culture and spiritual of our ancestors, and we need to know that preserving this heritage will help for future generations. And thank you for watching our project.